Well, I haven't found Dan yet, but this is Barry Woodling. He has important things to tell us about developments in and around Salford.
Oh, I wouldn't put it quite like that, but there are a lot of developments in and around Salford, which I'm sure should be of major interest to the Green Party. And most of these issues I've campaigned in over the last year are around the question of housing, the lack of affordable housing in the city of Salford, the housing problem in the city of Salford, the growing number of homelessness in the city of Salford, and the policies of the city council don't seem to be resolving these issues, because most of the new build that's going on and most of the contracts that have been passed by the council or the permissions have been granted have been basically for high-rise or certainly non-affordable housing, not affordable housing, and not a lot of Section 106 money either. Two developments in particular, well, one in particular, is the Bellway development on Campbell Road, 241 homes, passed by the City Council, the actual planning application for Bellway, on natural open space, going against the wishes of the local community. And I think the issue there is there's no transparency on the part of the council, no accountability, and no democracy. So that was the issue there. There's a local campaign called Saving Our Neighbourhood, but it's really struggling at the moment because the housing is going up. But I think what's even more important now is the issue of open space in Salford, the natural open space and greenbelt, because as we know, Salford is a city with a high level of aerial pollution, with great problems with traffic congestion, and these new housing developments on the greenbelt could be have a significantly adverse impact on the question of aerial pollution. And in particular, the Greater Manchester Spatial Framework is actually proposing quite a number of developments on greenbelt land in Salford, particularly Earlham, in Cadis Head, on the Chat Moss, where they're proposing 1,600 homes and the destruction of a large area of green belt land. And there's a massive campaign going on there, organised by a local campaign group called CORE, which has hundreds and hundreds of supporters, and they are challenging the decision of the GMSF to build on that open land, to build on the green belt on Chat Moss. So I think these are issues that are really important for the Green Party to address and get involved in campaigns, certainly around housing, around saving the green belt, and actually immerse themselves in local community campaigns to that effect, because I think the issue the Green Party has to face now is it's not just a question of electoral politics, it's a question of community politics. And unless you combine the two, I think the electoral side is going to falter, because you have to build up your base, certainly in local elections, you have to build up your base in local communities through community politics, through local campaigning on issues like housing, on issues like green space, on issues like traffic pollution, particularly in some areas where you're now having gridlock on the roads. So there's aerial pollution, there's traffic pollution, there's saving the green belt, and there's other issues around that, and local infrastructure as well, which has been impacted by the cuts in central government support for local governments, and lots of services are being eroded. So these are issues I think the local Green Parties must actually address and participate in. So I think that's my basic message today.
Right. Well, that's what we hope to be covering. If there's not an election, we're definitely going to be covering all of those anyway. But if there is an election, then that's stuff that we need to be standing on. So I'm just going to go now, and hopefully I'm going to find Dan. See if he can give me some words of wisdom.
Good.
Thank you for your input.
It's all right.